Hello everyone, we're back. Jeremy said while we were on break, I think a lot of it comes down to the first game being unintentionally hilarious. It was originally meant to be serious, and the voice acting in the Japanese release is done seriously. But the voice cast in the North American part was like, this game is weird, let's just have fun with it. Whereas this game is trying intentionally to capture that weird charm, and it just doesn't work when you try for it. At least in your opinion. Perhaps. I mean, the guy who voices York is doing a pretty damn good job of, like, maintaining York in the way we know him from the other game. Where am I? Okay. This factory is way up here. Okay. So we are actually going to grab, probably closer to the Clarkson, delivery services. So we're gonna grab her services and drive over here. Also, for some reason, they made the B button, the confirm button, not the A button, which is baffling to me, other than to say they just didn't localize it from... I don't really have too much of a problem for it, it's just my brain has a hard time wrapping my head around it. Because like in Japan, the B button would be the standard.
If this town has a symbol, it's got to be that bridge hanging over the bayou. Lift bridges are truly a rarity. Reminds me of Duluth, Minnesota. Remember what happened there? That man went to such great lengths to collect his victims' tongues. You know, the one who would French kiss them every day as they slowly decompose. As I drove him to the station after his arrest, he started lecturing me on the proper way to give someone a kiss. Anyway, back to Duluth. They have a famous lift bridge there called the Aerial Lift Bridge. The lift bridge here is the first one we've seen since then, but this one looks a lot smaller than the Aerial Lift Bridge. Its smaller size was most likely chosen due to the width of the river and the sea level of this area. The height and structure of a bridge is what determines which sort of boats can travel down the river. Normal bridges' base heights are set at a higher point so that boats can freely pass underneath them. But I imagine it would be difficult to create a bridge with a large arch here due to the river width and the sea level. That's why we're seeing all these mobile bridges such as lift bridges and drawbridges around here. As far as Louisiana goes, it appears that they've built mobile bridges over most of the bayous. Fascinating, isn't it, Zach? So many different types of bridges. I'm curious to learn even more about bridges now. Let's do some detailed research next time we get the chance.
I did it. Stay humble. And then I run into a tree.
Hey, want to talk about bridges? Why? I've become obsessed with bridges, Zach, and there's no turning back now.
Oh no, we pissed off the local wolf population. I'm a little concerned that there's so many wolves just roaming in the pathway to this dude's house. Thompson's farm.
Hey, Agent York, are you sure you really want to talk to this guy? He kind of scares me.
Patty, there's no need to worry. Just hide behind me and you'll be fine.
Clearly
Chuck Thompson, you were the first person to find Lisa's body, correct? I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Agent York. Seems like he ain't in the mood for talking.
Chuck Thompson, may I have a word with you? I'm looking for the one who fired the pistol at Heaven.
You trying to say I gotta aim up to shoot 'cause of my height? Hmm?
Not at all. I was
Why's he got
merely
so much
quoting
nose
the
hair?
skeletal gentleman's oracle.
Skeletal gentleman? You ain't making a lick of sense. What do you all want anyway? What do y'all come here to waste my precious time for?
I'm currently running a race around town thanks to you, who fired the starting shot. The murderer and I are competing to see who can cross the finish line first. Unfortunately, the murderer got a generous head start on me. If he gets away from me, I'll lose. But if I can catch up to him, then I'm sure I'll win. So please, Chuck, tell me, how did you find Lisa's body? Her body was hidden under a bridge on the bayou, very close to the Mississippi River. It's got to be at least a few miles away from your farm in this swamp, right?
Oh, the Clarksons are the folks who gave me the damn permission to farm crawdaddies here in the first place. Now, why the hell would I ever want to kill that little girl?
Then what were you doing out there?
You know, lately I've been seeing a queer boat around these parts. Ain't too big. Probably only holds 5 or 6, and it's got a deep draft. Assholes think they can just drive right through my turf, right through my dang crawdad farm.
So you gave chase, which led you to Lisa's body.
Yeah, that's right. Fucking poachers.
Where did the poachers go?
Oh, hell if I know. Fog was thick that day, thicker than usual. So I lose sight of them. The next thing I know, I'm under that goddamn bridge. Then I felt a chill run up my spine. And I knew. So I drove up to the bank and got out. And there she was, strung up on that there altar.
Did you know Lise personally?
Yeah, I knew her a little. She never showed me no disrespect, unlike the rest of those damn Clarksons. They so rotten I can smell it from here, same as the shit at the bottom of this here swamp. Heavy, heavy. Yeah. They was a little better when their boy Lenny was still around.
Lenny?
Yeah, Leonard, PJ's son. He never showed me no disrespect neither. And he's the one who gave me permission to farm here. But, well, ever since he left home, his whole family's gone straight down the shitter. Lisa was the only decent one left. She was wise, just like Lenny. Ain't right, I tell you. Heavy, heavy, heavy.
Heavy, heavy, heavy.
Now I'm done talking, goddammit. Now go on, get the hell out of here.
Philip mentioned something about his son leaving home. That must be Lenny. Did you know about that, Patty?
Everyone in town knows about it.
By the way, Zach, do you remember what we saw when we were skipping stones? That boat with the dragonfly crest. Zach, no matter where we go in this town, we're constantly assaulted by information related to the Clarkson family. Just where is that skeletal gentleman trying to lead us?
Where indeed? Oh, someone gotta go to the church. Talisman has been unlocked. Airboat ride has been unlocked.
We successfully found the one who fired the pistol at Heaven.
What? Did she just use instant transmission?
Now we need to visit the White Hall of Beds. You know, Zach, it almost feels like we're orienteering here. Doesn't it remind you of our training in Quantico?
I mean, he had to be taught it by the archers. She just like pointed at something and done. Learned.
Looks like a case of bad time. Let's come back.
Why does he have... Like, I guess that would be like protect against crocs and not trying to break into your doors and windows. I'm busy smoothing out my stones. You put a little love into them, and the stones will thank you later. Okay.
You didn't even twitch when you saw Galena's body.
Why would I? Dead things can't hurt us, right?
Girls your age don't usually think that way.
Do you have kids, Agent York?
No, I don't. I'm not married either.
Then you have no idea how girls my age usually think. Besides, I'm used to seeing dead bodies thanks to CSI, especially dismembered corpses like hers. You know, for a so-called profiling professional, you're pretty clueless.
In that case, allow me to apologize. But don't you think it's a bit of a leap to discount my observational abilities simply because corpses don't scare you?
I don't know. I mean, you're completely wrong.
Do you know what I was thinking back there then?
Of course not. I'm not a pro.
The same goes for me, Patty. No manner of pro could ever know 100% of what another person is thinking. Unless, of course, that pro has a mental connection with them, like Zach and I have. If I was telepathic, I wouldn't have joined the FBI. I would have taken over a small country or become a messiah.
Now who's making crazy leaps?
I will admit, though, Patty, I feel like you and I have something in common. We definitely have similarities, even though they aren't as strong as the ones that Zach and I share.
Whatever.
Perhaps you and I grew up under similar circumstances. We're both unique cases.
Huh? Unique cases?
In your case, your beautiful mother's second husband became your daddy, but then your mama got sick, forcing you to take care of things, while you used CSI as your escape.
Would you just knock it off? I ain't trying to act like some tragic heroine here. And I don't care that my daddy isn't the same color as me. You're way more narrow-minded than I took you for, Agent York.
Narrow-minded? You're just realizing this now? Of course I'm narrow-minded. I'm a selfish man who lives life according to his own rules, with no interest in common sense. Naturally, this makes me terrible at reading situations, and I often end up angering people by total accident. But is it really that big of a problem? I've still made a contribution to society by solving numerous difficult cases, and I'm still terribly charming. And I'm still terribly charming.
You and I have absolutely nothing in common. What kind of circumstances does a kid even need to end up like you?
Try asking Zach. It's not my place to answer that one.
Oh, that's good. Okay. (1 to 8 p.m.) Okay. Hey, don't keep your paw off my screen, you little shit manny cat. Alright, how do I do the airboat? Business hours. True area. Thompsons Farm. 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Thursday. Okay, well it's 1 p.m. What if I want to take a ride? Got a crawfish tail. Fine. Fuck you too, game. Oh shit. Yeah, sure. I did it. Got some sunscreen now. No, claws away from screen. I know you're very interested in the game, Minicat, but we can't have you putting your claws on my screen. Lately, she's just been hopping up on the desk and she just watches the screen. Yeah. Hello, Mini Cat. Minicam! What's up, Miss Minicat? What you up to? You watching the game? No idea what's going on, just tons of fascinating things happening in front of you. No, keep your claws away from my screen. Come on. Don't do that. Nope, claws away from the screen. Come on. Don't do that. Mira. You can watch, but keep your paws off the screen, you little shit. Costume damage is $6. The dude just appeared in front of me. It's his fault, I swear. Well, Carly. We finally see a car go by. There's a parking lot. Mini Cat.
Hey, Agent York. Just so you know, dealing with Pastor Sanders is gonna be a big pain in the butt.
A big pain in the butt?
That's what I said, but...
Oops. I don't know why it skipped ahead like that. Yeah, the skateboard has a durability meter. I can't actually see the durability meter when I'm riding it because Mini Cat's sitting in front of my screen. But you having fun?
I don't like hospitals.
Why not?
They soup folks up with medicine, cut 'em up, and then they try and act like they're your friends. Something ain't right about that, you know. It goes against the laws of nature. Plus, this is a church. So you got a pastor, a servant of God, actually playing God with his patients.
I think you have a point there, Patty. These days, we can neither determine death nor reproduce without the help of modern medicine. Yeah, our world's become quite an unnatural one. Oh, excuse me.
This is Lucare. You need to watch where you're going, or someone might end up tripping you.
Zach, it's her. The stylish woman who watched Lise die.
Miss Mini Cat, what are you doing?
I've been waiting for you, lost lamb.
Hi there, Pastor. Would you mind letting go of me? I'm in a bit of a hurry right now.
So pitiful. The Lord hungers.
Here we go again.
What?
Pitiful. Truly pitiful, my little lamb.
No, neither Zach nor I...
Oh, so pitiful. So pitiful, just pitiful.
Mini Cat.
The Lord hungers. 1 can of Spam, 1 can of red beans, and 1 can of spinach. You are to offer up the taboo trinity.
Taboo? Don't you mean the holy...
Oh, how I pity you. Unlike us humans, the Lord never errs. Now, my pitiful agent, bring forth the taboo trinity at once. For it is the will of the Lord our God.
See? I told you this was gonna be a pain in the butt.
But Zack and I need to go after that stylish woman.
Too late now. We need to obey God's will.
The Lord hungers!
The man's just trying to get us
hurry
lunch.
it up. We need to go.
He just wants
Well,
us to
Zack,
bring him
I don't
lunch.
know what to say. First an oracle, and now an order from God? Maybe this is the trial that will yield the ticket to the goddess. Either way, it looks like we have no choice but to gather the taboo trinity. I guess it just goes to show that small towns are always filled with the bizarre and unpredictable.
Jeremy, are you... Buy a cam at... Okay. Yeah, why... This man's just sending us out for his lunch order. Couldn't you just arrest him for obstructing an investigation? Probably. I feel like that'd be an easier process than buying him lunch. Probably, yeah. Jeremy, do you remember when you went to Blenheim and then bullied them into letting you investigate the murder that happened there? And then you just left town without actually investigating?
So, what do you think of him? Yes, I'm talking about him. Boonga. Is the skeletal gentleman friend or foe?
I actually do not care about how you feel about Boonga. Nope, pause away from screen. No, do not put your paws on my screen.
This is the Deep South. I feel it every time that molten hot sun pours down on me.
Bye. We've heard these dialogue options before and we're not listening to them again. No, Miraps. Keep your claws off my monitor. Come on, go. I don't mind when you sit there, but I can't. I do not want to risk you sticking your claw into my monitor. That would be awful. You're getting quotes about you today. Jeremy, are you a good horse?
Do you carry any canned goods here?
Canned goods? The vermin of the grocery store? Nay, I think not.
Understood, Mirror. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Wait. What? Yes, I can see it. I can see the canned good thou seeketh.
How intriguing. Well then, where is the canned good I seek?
In a place where no man could ever peddle it.
I see. In a place where it can't be bought from a person. Got it, Mirror.
'Twas but a trifle, for the Lord hungers, doth he not?
Zack, it's in a vending machine. It appears that God wants us to go on a wild goose chase all around town.
Is that what God wants?
Thou. Verily.
I apparently found a low quality bead somewhere. I almost have enough to make like a whole bunch of these, but once we do, we got a side quest we can finish. Oh, hang on. We can make incense.
Where's the thing I just bought?
All awaits thee at the alt. Altars exist whether thy needs exist. The bedchamber of thy hostelry doth possess one therewith.
So where's my thing?
All altars lead to the other realm. Thusly, all periapts in thy possession may be confirmed at any altar.
The other realm?
Forsooth. Any mirror may metamorphose into an entrance to the other realm. Prithee, say thou doth grasp this wisdom.
You can see the same world as the skeletal gentleman?
I am the mirror. As my name doth suggest, I am the looking glass given flesh.
Zack, it appears that there's still a lot about this world that we don't understand. This is the deep south. There's no telling what might happen next.
I like how this guy is like a specialty like voodoo like style shop here, but he's still got guns to sell. You can equip chimes at the altar. First choose a slot, then choose the charm you'd like to equip there. At first you won't be able to equip many charms at once, but you can expand the altar as really afraid of, which will allow you to equip more. In addition to charm slots, you can also expand the maximum custom slots on your gun. More slots, you can strategize more when preparing for battles. In order to expand your altar, you'll need money and materials, but it's worth it. Okay, normal shells. That's all I can equip. Skateboard boost. Alright, jump incense. There we go. Body boost. Okay, can't do anything there. Mini game boost.
What a strange feeling. It looks like there are spots to place other items as well. If we find anything that seems like it might fit, let's bring it back here. What, you think that sounds like a pain in the neck? Come on now, Zack. Surely you know that all rituals work this way. Blessings from beyond will only come to those who exhibit the finest level of courtesy and reverence. In short, they're reflections of the self. Only with a mind deep in the dirt will you know true tranquility. Then, who came up with that quote? That one was all me, Zack.
What do you think, Mini Cat? Hey, hi. You having fun? Yeah, you be Mini? Can you stay like that for a second? I need to get a picture of you. Thank you. You were very well behaved most of the time. Okay, so we got beans. Oh, we didn't get beans, but yeah. We gotta go to the diner, which... Oops. Up here. We're gonna ride away at the diner before we take our next break.
Zack, you're a coffee person, right? No sugar, only milk. Yes, I'm completely with you on that one.
Vector, you're a coffee person, right? No sugar, only semen. Deuce is completely with you on that one. Actually, you know what though? I didn't need to check something. What is our hunger? Where do I see my hunger? Alright, we gotta go into our items. Our hunger is actually pretty good. We're in a good state right now. Nope, don't drink it. What if somebody like made it solid and like gave you coffee ice cream or something? Alright, we're gonna take a break, guys. Don't go anywhere. We got more Deadly Premonition for you here in just a moment.